Now let's get to your top 3 headlines for COVID-19. At midnight, bars in Wisconsin reopened after the state's Supreme Court became the first to strike down a governor's stay-home order. Tweets showing packed crowds were deleted. The decision means that the governor and legislature must work together to issue a rule instead. The move is being watched nationwide as the country battles between health and economic survival. A top government virologist who alleges he was fired for political reasons is testifying now before House lawmakers. Dr. Rick Bright said, quote, "Without better planning, 2020 could be the darkest winter in modern history." He says his earlier warnings were met with, quote, indifference by government officials. And the Democrat-controlled House is expected to vote tomorrow on a new $3 trillion stimulus plan. It is expected to fail in the Republican-controlled Senate. Republicans say many of the items are not COVID-19 related, like Planned Parenthood and U.S. Post Office funding. And there are new unemployment numbers out today. Janelle Fort takes a look at them and the bigger picture.
The latest unemployment numbers are out. The Labor Department says 2.98 million more Americans applied for jobless benefits last week. That brings the total number of unemployment claims since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic to 36 million. The latest stats show an improvement. For the 5th consecutive week, the number of first-time applications for jobless aid has declined. But the numbers are still historically high. Prior to this year, the record for unemployment claims was just 682,000. Economists say the data reflects an economy sinking into a severe recession. As more states gradually reopen, experts say they expect the jobless numbers to slowly trickle down. Right now, it appears a smaller number of companies are reducing their payrolls, and soon, some people may be able to go back to work. Still, experts warn as the pandemic wears on, the big question will be how many of these layoffs are permanent. Standing for Houston, Janelle Fort, KHOU 11 News.
The Houston Health Department is hosting 2 virtual job fairs today to hire 300 temporary workers, including contact tracers. The first was at 11 a.m. The next one will be at 1 p.m. on Microsoft Teams. We have application information at khou.com. And right now, family, friends, and fellow officers and deputies are saying goodbye to Sergeant Raymond Shawinski. The 70-year-old died earlier this month from complications of COVID-19. We have a live picture from inside the funeral services at Humble First Assembly of God. Speakers there are remembering him. That's the sheriff, of course, right there talking. The services have not yet ended. Soon, Sergeant Shawinski's body will be brought outside for full honors from law enforcement. Michelle Choi, meantime, has more on those who are remembering the veteran sergeant.
It was a somber yet moving moment as Harris County Deputy Sergeant Raymond Shawinski's casket arrived at the First Assembly of God Church in Humble this morning. Draped with an American flag, his fellow deputies carried his remains into the church. Hundreds came to honor and say their final goodbyes to the longtime deputy, a 39-year veteran of the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Last week, Sergeant Shawinski died after more than a months-long battle with COVID-19. He was 70 years old. His passing prompted condolences from law enforcement agencies across the state and nation. Described to be a humble servant and a kind and caring human being willing to help anyone, there wasn't a dry eye during the funeral service. Social distancing was enforced. Among those that spoke, Harris County Sheriff's Office Chaplain Dr. Don Savell.
You know, it's a mantra of some organizations to go into a place and leave it just a little better than you found it. Well, for that, I can say to Raymond Shawinski, job well done. He came into a place and he made it just a little better than he found it.
Sergeant Shawinski is survived by his wife and 4 adult children. Michelle Choi, KHOU 11 News.
An unreleased report from the White House Coronavirus Task Force shows that Fort Bend County is a, quote, location to watch because of an increase in cases. That report claims it is one of 10 areas in the country to watch, but County Judge K.P. George says, not surprising, the county is number 1 in testing per capita in the state. And of course, more testing means higher cases confirmed. We've got information on the major questions you are asking. You can text any of the keywords on your screen to 713-526-1111 and get information on those topics back.